Hey Pawsome Parent, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about what separation anxiety is and the 9 symptoms that you can look out for that was caused or due to lockdown. If you are new here, I'm Leandri and I help you become a Pawsome Parent. Now remember, we're not talking about you crying outside the door because you have to leave your dog home. No. We're not talking about your separation anxiety. We're talking about your dog's separation anxiety. Now, what is separation anxiety? Separation anxiety in dogs describe a condition in which a dog exhibits distress and behavior problems when separated from its pet parent. Separation anxiety typically manifests within minutes of departure of the pet parent. It is not fully understood why some dogs suffer from separation anxiety and others do not. An article done by HelloBark.com gave a list of 20 dog breeds that had a reputation for developing separation anxiety. So a few breeds like an American Pit Bull Terrier, Australian Shepherd, a Border Collie, Cocker Spaniel, French Bulldog, German Shepherd, Vizslas, just to mention a few. In the description, I will link to this article so that you can go and read for it yourself and see if your dog breed is in this category. So why is this a concerning condition? Well, an article done by Animal Wellness magazine said that 50% of dog caretakers have canines with separation anxiety, and say 10% of their dog's separation anxiety increased during lockdown. I would also leave a link to this article down below so that you can go and have a look at the article for yourself. Another question to answer is, why do dogs develop separation anxiety? So dogs flourish with a predictable set routine. Once that routine is broken or something else just happens, all of a sudden you're home and then all of a sudden you're back to work again for a lot of hours away from home, this definitely stresses out your fur baby, and they can't help but sometimes they get destructive. They do things that we don't want them to do, but unfortunately they can't help it due to this condition developing when we are separated from them. Note that this does not mean your dog is misbehaving to be spiteful towards you. This just means they need your help to get through this. Punishment is never an answer. Help your dog through this, understand why they do get it, and let's tackle it together. If you're liking this video so far, please be sure to boop that like button for Cody. Symptoms to look out for when looking at separation anxiety. So a few of the symptoms are if your dog starts to become destructive of any items or objects in the house, peeing in inappropriate places, following you around the house everywhere you go like a little shadow, like when people call their dogs a little shadow. So trying to go out with you, trying to go out the door with you. Over grooming and excessive licking can also be a part of this developing. Pacing and unable to rest when you are not around. Let's say you go out and they're just uneasy, unrestful until you get home. Staying close to the door you went out through, so they would sit at the door where you went out from and they'll just stay there for the whole day, or pant around, sniffing around the area to see when you're coming back. Barking, whimpering, whining is definitely a big part of separation anxiety. So when you're gone, your dog just excessively barks, excessively whines, and just keeps on whimpering, pacing around, panting, and just being stressed. And then reacting to noises. So sometimes they will just react to any type of noise, things like that. They'll just do frantic stuff, they'll just be all over the place when you're not around. Now, this and many more symptoms out there describe separation anxiety. If you have any questions regarding separation anxiety, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. I will go through all the comments and then we'll look at it together. And I might answer the question in the next video. Now that we know what separation anxiety is, we will need to know what we can do to help our dogs that suffer from this condition. Watch this video next on how to reduce the risk of separation anxiety in your dog when you have to go back to work after lockdown. If it's not yet posted, you're welcome to watch this video as the next best video to watch on my channel.